You got Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, James Bond's got Daniel Craig, and the Hudson Valley has Naveed Jamali. All three of those guys catch spies, but only one story is true. And the true story happened right here in the Hudson Valley. Jamali went from his parents' bookstore to become a double agent helping the FBI. The story, the focus of a new book called How to Catch a Russian Spy, already being turned into a movie, and its authors, Naveed Jamali and Ellis Hennigan, join us now. And I'm actually going to start with you, Andrew. You can keep raving about the book, and I know we've spoken about this for Newsbreakers, but
I'm assuming it was mostly Naveed's work.
Yeah, absolutely. but the parts that jumped out at you were from the foodie tour and everything else.
Well, there's so much to it that I thought was amazing, and part of it is that you found yourself, Naveed, in the right place at the right time. You actually basically got the FBI and the Russians to play ball in all of this. You sort of goaded them into it to a certain.
That's absolutely right. It was just
lunatic.
Yeah, completely happenstance, if you will.
You just happened to be in the right place at the right time?
Absolutely.
So why? Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, most people, you couldn't pay them enough money to be put in the middle of a Russian agent and the FBI. Why did you want that?
It's a great question. I really wanted to join the Navy, and I'd applied to this great program and had been summarily declined. And I was told that I could reapply, but I just had to have something different on my resume. And I came up with this harebrained idea that if I approached the FBI and asked for a letter of recommendation, that would help my application. That was it.
And again, it's nothing top secret.
No.
It was all stuff that was in the public record.
That's right. Open source stuff, yeah.
Okay, that's why we can have you on the show.
But what I love about this is you figure that there's like some card game where there's like a $10 million pod and you're being whisked away to Monaco or whatever. You go to Applebee's and whatever else. That's what I love out of it.
The good people at Uno's, right? No, it was, look, you're right. I was hoping the French Riviera, but that never materialized. I had to settle for Uno's and Hooters, and you know what? It worked out.
Ellis, I'm curious, what was your first reaction when you heard Naveed's story? I mean, it's almost too good to be true. It reads like a Hollywood script.
Well, thank you. What I loved about it was, frankly, how normal it was, right? The fact that this business, experienced Russian espionage agent assigned to the UN, he's supposed to be here as a diplomat, Oleg is his name, right? But of course, he's really here spying on us. And he thinks Naveed is going to deliver to him these secret American military documents because Naveed's a techie guy, right, who he thinks can get that kind of stuff. But yet the business was transacted exactly at Applebee's and Hooters. And you know, it's like, he says, I think you will like this place. My friends say it's very nice.
Like he discovered it. Like
yeah, right. I'm not sure if it's a statement about me or him. It's a whole...
Did you ever, I know the answer from the book, but tell the audience, there's a couple times where this got a little hairy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple of times where, look, I have to say, every night I was going home and I was in my bed, so I never left the country. But yeah, there were some times where you're like, holy cow, I'm actually in an operation with the Russian military intelligence and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and I'm just a little nobody. And it definitely meant, there were a couple of times that were pretty hair-raising.
Well, they don't make a movie of this unless that there's scenes that they can reflect from the trunk of the car and everything else. Give the quick little narrative.
One of the greatest scenes I had was apparently the Russians, when they give you money, had this harebrained idea that it would be a good idea to have me sign a receipt. So, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, I'm not going to sign a receipt saying that I've committed treason. Why don't you send a carbon copy to the DOJ? And I actually lifted a line from Miami Vice, and I said to him, how do I know you're not the FBI? Show me your ID. So I made him take out his ID and show me his UN ID and his driver's license and his kid's picture, and it worked.
Were you Crockett or Tubbs? No.
A little bit of both.
You see, here to me is the cool thing, right? You've got this local guy, right, grows up in Westchester, Hastings High School, right, this just regular, bright, kind of smart alecky guy, right? And yet, when you get right down to it, he did something truly heroic for this country, right? He helped us in our long-running war with the Russians, one of our great enemies over time, who even after the Cold War was over, were really doing all this nasty stuff to us. And it just took a regular local guy to stand up and play a role and actually score a win for America. That's kind of inspiring,
and
right?
now you get to be the next Crockett or Tubbs because your story is being made into
That's
a movie.
Right. That's right. We're very excited. I mean, Ellis, we were surprised to find that 20th Century Fox had bought the rights, and Mark Webb, who's famous from the Spider-Man series, is the director, and Mark Heyman, who's done Black Swan, and The Wrestler is going to be doing the screenplay. So
I'm going to play you, right?
yeah, sure, why not?
So who should play him, do you think?
What's that?
Who should play him?
Oh gosh, I don't
See,
know.
he thinks
I
only
don't
some
know.
truly hunky actor.
Of course.
Right. He's
already got
ideas in his
Hollywood on
head,
it,
you know.
Listen, a lot of times they say, oh, it's good. It's actually a really good book, and I'm sure it'll make a good movie here. You know, we like to kid with Ellis, but Ellis can write anybody under the table here. So it's a terrific read. How to Catch a Russian Spy. We can't hump this thing enough here. Really, it's a terrific read. Congratulations. Hey, by the
Thank you
way,
very much.
great job for the country here, by the
For
way.
a local kid, not bad,
Not
right?
bad, not bad. And he got to go to Hooters. All
And
right.
meet you.
Yeah, in that order. Okay, coming up next, everybody, a terrific story, again from our neck of the woods, how a rescue dog is coming to the rescue of a Hudson Valley veteran. It's really an inspiring story you'll only get to see here. Stay with us.